everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Nika.
And I'm Greg, and you're here with us at 2 Cent Movie Talk, where we give you the average moviegoer's experience and opinion on big blockbuster movies in the theaters.
Or crappy ones.
Or crappy ones. All of them. And today, our review is on Bad Times at the El Royale. I kept wanting to call it El Rey.
I did too, but
it just didn't stick.
the title is very fitting. Bad
Times.
Times, because this movie was
a bad time.
Very bad time.
At
It
the
was
theater.
not good, as I stated, or Greg stated when we left, that the trailer was the best part of this movie. This movie was very deceiving based on the trailer. You thought you were going to go in for something exciting and, you know, mysterious, and it just was not that.
Yeah.
You had a great cast, which
Excellent
makes
cast.
it so much more horrible, bad.
It's harder to accept.
You got Dakota Johnson,
Boom.
Chris Hemsworth,
Wow.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jon Hamm.
Jon Hamm. Come on now.
And Cynthia Erivo.
Ervio. Let us know if we're pronouncing it wrong. We do that sometimes. But I mean, you got a phenomenal cast.
Cynthia Erivo.
It was just, it started off okay. It was kind of slow. Very slow.
Yeah.
And the pieces did not fit at all.
No.
It just didn't fit.
No.
The story, and then when it got to the climax, you were like, really? This is what this was all about?
This movie's the equivalent of somebody taking a whole bunch of good pieces of candy, putting them in a jar, and shaking them all up.
Yeah.
And then
or melting them all together, thinking you're going to get something great because they're all great pieces of candy, but they just don't fit.
Yes. And each piece of candy in that example is doing its best.
Yeah.
Of a bad situation.
The actors did what they do best. Like
Yeah.
I said, we had a phenomenal cast and they did their job. It's just that the storyline was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. There's no other way to say. I'm not sugarcoating any of this. This movie was horrible.
Yeah.
Still go see it because you may feel differently, but
don't go in with high expectations. We should have known we were playing on. We went Thursday night.
And it was playing in one of the smaller theaters.
The back of the back theater. And it only had, typically 2 shows, a 7 and a 9. But it was in the obscure little theater.
And I don't even think we've been in 29.
We have not been in 29.
Like,
no.
I just assumed that something like this, I knew it wouldn't be in IMAX, but I figured it would be in Dolby Cinema.
Because it was, But here's the thing. Here I go. All right, you gotta let the whole song play.
Get 'em.
You go into this movie based on the trailers thinking, oh, it's gonna be a mystery where something in the end is gonna be revealed. You watch it. You see one plot line. Oh shoot, the FBI, Hoover's involved. J. Edgar. All right, the feds is in this.
Tape.
What's on the tape? Now he's gonna tell us who doing the recording of the thing. All of a sudden, no, that dude is exiting. He's gone. Keep going to the next one. All of a sudden, the girl show with somebody kidnapped. Okay, maybe it's gonna be a murder kidnap thing because obviously the FBI story don't make no sense, and they're not gonna go with that one.
Exactly.
They trick you. Did that one play out?
So tricked you because that storyline was just like
nothing. It was stupid. It was stupid.
It was so stupid.
It could have been a whole lot better had they just taken one point and played it all the way through.
That one point, but they played so many. They played each person's story to the point where it just didn't work. It didn't flow.
No.
Nothing about the movie and the characters flowed seamlessly.
No,
at all.
No, you could follow the movie, which made it worse. If it was one of these artsy pieces where you find yourself getting lost halfway through it, and you're like, okay, well maybe this is a concept piece, it was a think piece. Is when the artist is using the canvas of the movie as no, that wasn't it. I'm watching the movie, and every time something came up, it went away. It was a matter-of-facty thing. Like somebody said to you, yeah, the guy knew he had 2 cars and he blew up one. And then, oh, by the way, the ducks, they don't, every time. Then the ducks blew up. Then, clouds. They kept changing their direction and you lost interest. I lost interest. I didn't care about the characters. I didn't care about the story. And even when it got towards the end, Chris Hemsworth, who always seemed to do decent jobs, he did a good job in it.
He did.
But even his character, he was a hippie / cult leader. But that's a part of the story, part 2, that bothered me. I said earlier on after we left, I said, had they taken that story, pushed it off, made that main storyline, it'd have been perfect.
It would have.
But because they had a small section with him in maybe the quarter mark of the movie, and then he comes at the end and turns into something totally unrelated to what he was.
Really? No, because they could have taken that story. They could have taken Chris Hemsworth's part as the cult leader / murderer / whatever
he wanted to be.
Made it cohesive with the other characters. Somehow they could have done that, but
they didn't.
Oh, they didn't. Even Jeff Bridges' character, they could have taken that storyline and combined it and made it flow.
That was enough of a story.
But you know.
It's like they had,
and then they could have threw what was the lady's name?
Dakota.
Not Dakota, but her too. They could have thrown in Dakota Johnson and Cynthia.
Yeah,
and they could have made those characters flow because they were kind of, everybody had their own story. It was like watching each one of the actors' own movie within a movie, if that makes sense.
Right. The writers room. I think the writers room basically said, "Hey, we can't agree on which direction to go. We'll use all you guys in there." I
won't say this movie was as bad as Mother, but it's right in that same category.
But you know what, though? At least Mother had one premise.
Yeah.
And Mother stayed one course. And when it got to the end, sure, you were like, what the hell is going on? But you knew going into Mother that this was an art film. This was not a, I forget the word for it, but this was not a typical movie you were going to see. And Mother was, I accepted Mother for what it was. Because the whole movie followed the same storyline.
It did.
This movie, oh, and that's another thing too. This movie, what's that? I forgot the name directed, but they made this a Tarantino-esque film.
Yeah, because I thought maybe, I don't know, but I think if he had his hand in it, then it would have been a lot better because you expect the extreme with Quentin Tarantino, and you expect right. But even though he may have 2 separate or 3 separate stories, they flow together at some point. So I feel like, if he had his hand in this movie, it would have been so much better. Yeah,
the movie, I do understand where they were going with this movie.
Where they were trying to go.
But they didn't get there. I mean, I think maybe, that's nothing, the movie was long as hell.
Yeah, it was unnecessarily
I think it was like, I'm going to look see how long it was, but I mean, 2 things bothered me too, and this is a side point too, but the trailers played for almost 24 minutes. 24 minutes of trailers. So this is a 9:15 start. I watched 24 minutes of trailers.
No, it was 9. It was 9.
9, yeah. Because it was 9:24 the movie started. Now including all the little AMC stuff, but 9:24. So it didn't end until almost 11:45. So
yeah, because when we got home, it was after 12.
Yeah. So I'm like, this movie was too long, unnecessarily long. But it started very well. I mean, it started with Jon Hamm in the theater, and they played that he's a traveling salesman / FBI agent.
Jeff Bridges comes in with Cynthia, and that came in, and her character was kind of mysterious. She was quiet, she was kind of meek, and she just wanted to do what she wanted to do, and Jon Hamm was being such a jerk to her. He was being so awful.
So chauvinist and sexist.
The funny part
and polite.
The funny part is Jeff Bridges' character was believable as a priest because he was just kind of like that guy that just was there because he was doing something, and you could believe that that's what he was. You wouldn't have believed that, when they showed you what his story was, you're like, oh, okay. But he was kind, he was pleasant. So he just, everybody was there to serve a purpose.
Yep.
Which it got lost in the shuffle. Like seriously, like they did continue out Jeff Bridges' story and
because
Cynthia's.
He's the top villain. Yeah, I mean, those are two bad. I mean, Chris Hemsworth. I mean, obviously, that's not a movie he would carry. But I mean, Jeff Bridges.
I mean, but he played his part. I don't want to say he was.
No,
you could only do the job you can do with what you're given.
Yeah.
So that's with any job, really. But I just felt like, and I feel like this about all movies that have a great cast, and you've seen them play in other movies, and they've been so amazing throughout their careers, and then you just throw them into a story that just makes it. I mean, I don't want to say it makes them look awful, but it kind of does.
You know.
But that's not. They did their job. I'm not going to say the acting was
even
horrible
Dakota Johnson.
It was not. Their acting was not horrible at all. But I've seen her in other movies besides 50 Shades, and she's done a great job. So I don't, how can she not? She's got 2 famous parents and stepdads, so,
Perhaps she got the part. Nepotism. But it worked out for her. I'm sorry.
I think she got the part based on her skills.
Yeah, okay. They could have stopped that role up with anybody else.
Yeah, they could have, but she fit.
She fit, but it wasn't like she
that kind of hippie-esque role.
She did a good job. I'm agreeing with you, but it wasn't like it was a.
I mean, yeah, they could have replaced her character with anybody, honestly, and they could have
Yeah.
replaced Cynthia with anybody. But I think they picked.
I don't know about that though.
The right people for the right. They could have. I mean, Taraji could have done that part.
She's too old. Sorry, Taraji. I love you, but she's too old.
The other girl's name that I'm thinking.
You are aged. She was supposed. She was a young. No, she was.
Yeah, because she was supposed to be a
young, naive type girl. She just. So I mean, she's 20. She can't be 40 years old.
So,
It'd have been a different story.
Really a lot of young African American actors that could have played that role. I don't think.
No.
Younger, I'm saying.
There
are some great older ones. You want to say they're older, but
yeah, we had a discussion about that. I'm telling you, too. There's a reason behind that too.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is a book. But anyway,
we'll say that.
We'll say that for another video.
We have no movies to watch and we just feel like talking about.
I think that time is coming pretty soon.
It is.
Because
I'm not gonna be rushing to go out in the movie in a freaking snowstorm.
So anyway, hey look, this is a movie. I'm going to give this movie a C minus. Because I'm not giving it a D though.
I'm giving it a D.
Look. Here's why. I can get the guy who played the hotel manager slash
young guy.
But here's the thing about this movie. While yes, I'm gonna stop trying to call it a hot mess because it wasn't a hot mess. It was a medley plate that got mixed up and carrots and mixed up with the celery sticks and the radishes.
Somebody put the peas with the broccoli.
Ugh, don't do that. But here's the thing. Here's the saving grace of this movie. In sections, the movie is good. And what I mean by that is this. And it's the first time I've said this. When you look at the bar scene with Jeff Bridges and Cynthia's character, the dialogue, I enjoyed that. Yeah. When you look at Dakota Johnson and her sister's interaction in the hotel room with them, I enjoyed that. By the way,
that's who the kidnapped girl was Dakota Johnson's sister. She was trying to save her from the cult leader / Chris Hemsworth.
We're spoiling the hell out of this movie.
I'm just telling you.
So it's in the comments, so whatever. If you didn't read the comments, then
it's in the title, baby. If you don't want to know what's going on in the movie, you might as well just not click on this video.
But to wrap our point up, the movie has great moments. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not watching a movie of moments. Yeah. Much like the trailer gave you great moments.
Tales from the Dark Side movie.
It could have been.
It could have been. And that probably would have been better.
Had they broken it up like that, it would have been a lot better movie. Yeah. If they called Bad Times at El Royale and they just followed the storylines of each one, it'd have been an excellent movie. And I would have loved to watch it
brought them together at the end.
Yes. Or don't bring them together at all. Yeah. Just keep the hotel guy mysterious. Yeah. Management hires him. Who is management? They never discussed that. And they wouldn't have had to. They would not have had to explain it had they made it section movies. But it flows. It's like Jeff Bridges' character interacting with the other lady, Dakota Johnson's character, and then they just all over the place. So it's a good movie in pieces, which is why it was watchable in sections.
Yeah, we were kind of ready to go though, but by the time the cult leader came to the hotel, I was almost ready to go. But then I wanted to watch to see what was going on, but it became very stupid.
It was tough. It was tough to watch. So I'm giving it a C minus.
I'm giving it a D. I'm sorry. I hate giving it, like I said before in a previous video, that I hate giving movies a D when it has a phenomenal cast. But I'm sorry, the storyline just really sucked for me.
Adding talent to a movie does not always guarantee success.
Does not.
You can hire all the talent you want, but if the story sucks or the director's final cut of the movie is not well thought out or structured, which I don't think really was the case in this. I just think the overall story was the problem.
I think, and it could have been a great story had they, put it together a little bit more cohesively. They just didn't. So, you get a A for effort, but you get a D for your assignment because it just didn't work.
And I don't really feel like this movie is an original piece because it kind of felt like a Tarantino movie, like I said.
Yeah, it did feel like that.
It felt like it reminded me of Identity back in 2008 or 7 or 6, whenever that was. Yeah.
Now, see, that was a movie that had pieces that came and flowed together.
Yes.
Yeah. So you could have done something like that. Like you say, you could have taken those pieces from their lives and made it work together, because they did in Identity, and that was years ago before all the technology came out. So, not like years ago, but it was, a while ago. But yeah.
2003. Wow, that's 18 years, 15 years ago.
Yeah. So.
But this wasn't even a technology. This movie didn't have special effects. This was just a movie where the story was the driving factor. Yeah. The story drove the movie, which, so anyway, C-.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
have
say work
to
harder.
listen. I will say this point, and I learned this in English, and I also learned this in my photography class, that if you have to draw a person in within those first few seconds, if you don't draw them in, then you're not going to hold their attention. And they drew us in.
Well, they
I would say that, but they didn't keep us. So
yeah, and honestly, also too, I was kind of shocked. While there were several people in the theater, there were no more than 25 people in the theater with us. It was a smaller theater, one of the smaller ones, but there were 25 people there. There were some people who were a little older who enjoyed the movie.
Yeah,
the older guy in the front, he was enjoying the movie. But again, he could have been a hardcore Jeff Bridges fan that would love. Some people still, I'm going with Jeff Bridges.
That's one of the reasons why I went. With Jeff Bridges, Jon Hamm, and Chris Hemsworth were the reasons I went to go see it. And then, just seeing that Dakota Johnson was in, I just kind of wanted to see what her role was. And then when they, from the trailer, I definitely wanted to see what the scene was about with Cynthia running out in the rain. Like I said, the trailer was the best part of the movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm still saying Jeff Bridges was the best part.
I was just about to say that Jeff Bridges' part was the best part of the movie. Yeah, but he does his thing, and he always makes a movie.
And his chemistry, or the chemistry between he and Cynthia Erivo was spot on. It was believable. It wasn't like it was forced. They played off each other very well. Yeah. Chris Hemsworth did a good role. Did a pretty good part. The young girl that played the sister. She did pretty good, although she didn't have. she played a scary, creepy type.
She put you in a role of a very naive. I want to say maybe she was between 12 and 14 years old.
If that. Yeah.
So she played that naive. Okay, I'm gonna drink the Kool-Aid, and no one can tell me any different because he loves me. He's telling me all these things. I believe that he's gonna bring me closer to God. The whole cult leader thing. You know how it goes. And then
I was in a cult once.
I'm in a cult now, so you guys can come save me now.
No one gets away from me.
He's the leader.
Well, at least I'm the leader. I don't have to drink the Kool-Aid.
Some of the followers have left, though.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. It'll come back. Just like a rerun. So, yeah. I still stick with my C- in this movie.
D for me. Sorry.
I'm going to see trending down. I can't give Jeff Bridges. When Jeff Bridges does a good job, I can't give him a D.
I'm at a solid D, and I may even put a plus there, but that's where I'm at.
All right, that's fair. So yeah, folks, that's our thing.
So like we always say, go see it for yourself. It's just our opinion. We're even if we were experts in the industry, it's still an opinion. Yeah. We're just two people that go see movies and give you our honest opinion about it. Yeah. Whether we like it or we don't like it, we're still going to tell you to go see it because, you may have a different feeling about it than we do.
Maybe your favorite, maybe your movie of the year candidate for you.
Yeah.
You may love it. People do love it.
I could have honestly seen Venom again. Not this movie, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. I told you she will see A Star Is Born. Check out Bad Time at the El Royale. It's in theaters now. Comment and let us know what you think. If you think we're crazy and nuts, sure. No, we won't argue with that. Let us know.
If you saw something in the movie maybe we didn't see that made it better.
Yeah. Possibly.
I don't really think so, but
yeah, it could be. Enjoy it. If you do, get your popcorn, nachos, or your soda. Sit back, have a great time, and let us know what you think.
$15 soda and your $20 popcorn.
So spend $35 on some snacks, and if you enjoy it, let us know. It's not anymore. All right. All right. So yeah, that's been our review of this movie. Yeah, let us know what you think. Check it out, enjoy yourself. All right. And once again, this has been Two Cent Movie Talk. I've been Greg.
Nika.
And we'll see you back here with our next review shortly.
Bye.
Bye.